Happy Wednesday and welcome to Live Q&A with Cody every single Wednesday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. Today we thought we would change it up on you. We've moved across the building. We have our old studio. Now we have a brand new studio being built. It's not totally done. It still needs some carpet, still needs some lights, still needs some, action, all that kind of stuff. It still needs the desk set up. So today, we're out in the new marketing area in front of the whiteboard answering your questions live on camera. So I want to start off by thanking you for asking the questions that you guys do, all the interaction, comments, shares, likes, everything that you guys do from YouTube to Facebook. Huge thank you. I absolutely love following along. I love seeing your questions. Most people don't think that I see all the questions that come in, but guys, I actually see quite a bit of what actually comes in. Am I right, Duker?
Yes, sir.
No doubt. We do, man. Duker's going to be asking the questions today. I do want to mention, though, before we jump in, that we've got a ticket deal this week only for 8% Nation. I'm going to do two things real quick before we start. The first thing is a ticket deal. Literally, this week only, 2 general admission tickets, normally $500 each. Normally $1,000 total. You can get 2 for only $117. You can bring a friend, spend 2 days at the 5-star hotel, the Statler in Dallas, July 26th and 27th, and soak up all of the industry, insurance, motivational knowledge to help you have a fantastic rest of 2019 and a fantastic 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and so on and so forth. So Dylan, why don't we give them a little sneak peek of the studio that's being built, especially for you guys that are watching this live. You can get to see kind of a little bit of behind the scenes of our studio right now that is actually in the middle of being built. They've got the 10 screens up. They've got a bunch of other stuff to do. You can even see Dallas with the 8% Nation jacket on walking through. How about that in the middle of the marketing room? The studio is pretty freaking cool. It's going to be insane. You won't find a nicer studio in the insurance industry than the one that you will see when this thing is done. That I can promise you. Unbelievable, unreal, and we're super excited about. So why don't we jump into your questions? Please ask. Let's answer. I got about 20 minutes before we got to get to a meeting. So Duker, let's rock and roll, bro.
All right, first question. What do you bring to appointments when you go into their homes?
Okay, and that's changed over the years. I have to admit, it's changed over the years a lot. But what I bring now, I bring a kind of like a pad folio because I have a legal pad that I want to take notes on. Obviously a pen. I like to bring a presentation book now. I know a lot of agents that are using those successfully. Business card magnet. And then all the applications I could need, and my cell phone. I don't bring a lot. I'm not someone that brings in. I used to bring a big old backpack or briefcase, something like that. I keep it really simple. Pad folio with legal pad in it, presentation book in it. If you have a fact finder in it, applications if you have those, a few for each company in it. I keep it super simple. There's no reason to have a big old. I know insurance agents that carry like crates around in their cars and everything else. Like, yeah, I want to have a backup, a stock. That brings another good point in my trunk. But I don't want to bring like a ton in because when you bring a ton into a home, think about it from the prospect's point of view. They're thinking in their mind like, oh my gosh, this dude's planning on moving in. Like, or how much crap is he about to sell me, right? So think about them and be pretty minimalistic when you're taking stuff inside. So,
how do you handle a disgruntled prospect?
Okay, two ways, and we do it with our service team. Like, I used to think I wasn't good at customer service. Dude, I don't know if anyone's better at customer service now, and I mean that. But I do two things when I'm dealing with a prospect in general, or a disgruntled conversation, or an upset customer, or something's not going well. Anyone that's had a less than pleasant conversation with me would agree with these two things. I listen, number one. People that are upset, they normally want someone to listen to them. They want to vent. They want to get it off their chest. So I listen. Just like right now, just listen. And then the second thing I do, once I'm listening and I let them get it off their chest, I agree with them. I try to find common ground. If they're upset, I reason with them. I use words like, you know what? I totally get what you're saying. I apologize. I promise I'm going to do everything I can. And I'll start out conversations like this. For instance, there'll be agents that'll call our office and be really upset with our customer service ladies and then hang up on them. And then I'll call them back and I'll say, hey, I just want to start the conversation by letting you know, hey, my name's Cody, I'm the owner, and I want you to know that no matter what happens on this call, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that this conversation ends happy and that you get accomplished whatever you look to get accomplished. And kind of setting the tone and listening and actually agreeing is huge. I'm telling you, it pays off when we have anything, any type of disgruntled prospect in general. I'm telling you, it works.
How is selling different products of insurance different and similar?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. How do insurance products, how are they similar and how are they different? Okay, so for instance, if you're talking about like, okay, let's compare life and health to P&C, because life and health, the focus is on seeing people, right? They're both in high activity game about numbers, right? There's a similarity. Where they're different from life and health versus P&C is more quotes related. Hey, I want to get out quotes. Life and health is more appointments related. I want to see 10 people. P&C, I want to get 5 quotes out today, right? So that's how they're similar and that's how they're different.
How can I better maintain a healthy work-life balance while working as hard as I need?
This one's tough for me because I still have a work-life balance, but like I absolutely love what I do. So I don't ever think of it as like, oh, I gotta, not be here. I mean, last week, I promise, I guarantee it, I put in easy last week, I put in 80 hours, no doubt about it. And did I still feel like I had a work-life balance? Yes. Did I still feel like I absolutely love what I do? Yes. And so I think it comes back down to having a passion. And yeah, if you've got family and kids and you've got things you want to do, a bucket list, whatever, dreams, okay, then take time for those. But I think the biggest thing that happens is agents, they're in an office and they're talking to people, they're getting coffee, they're hanging out at the copy machine, they're talking. I mean, they're not working. So my biggest advice for that is when you're working, my dad says this all the time, be working. When you're away from your family, when you've got to focus on work, focus on work. Get as much out of the amount of time that you work as you possibly can, and then you'll feel better about the time that you've spent working. Because when you get a lot accomplished, it feels good.
What was the most critical step towards creating your business?
Most critical step. I would say, and you could apply this to any business, so that's why I'm going to answer it this way. Whether it was like Secure Agent Leads or 8% Nation or Cody Askins or me as an agent or everything else, I would say it was being uncomfortable. It was getting myself to do the things that I did not want to do, that made me uncomfortable. Videos, you wouldn't believe it now, we're live in the office, randomly in the back of the office where everyone can hear me, who cares? When I first started, videos made me uncomfortable. I sucked at them. And at times, I still do. But it's getting out of your comfort zone. I think that's the biggest advice I can give to someone that wants to get started and do something or accomplish something, is it's going to be uncomfortable. It's not going to be easy, which is why I work out every morning now, because it's uncomfortable. I don't want to do it, but I start off my day by doing something I don't want to do, and then I'm happy when it's over. And so I would say being uncomfortable and challenging yourself to do stuff that you didn't think you could do, it'll pay off.
I really struggle booking appointments. What can I do to improve?
Okay, great question. Struggling to book appointments. The number one thing that agents struggle with is keeping control of the call, right? Or when they get an objection, they freak out. Or a lot of agents talk way too fast. So an illustration of a call. Hello, John. I get this call started off right. I know it's them. I'm not saying, hey, I'm looking for somebody, or are you this somebody, or hey, are you here, are you this, or hey, is so-and-so here? John. Yeah, this is John. This is Cody. I'm getting back to you about your request for the new final expense information. You can see I'm kind of slowing down, pronouncing my words, kind of a little ebb and flow. It's not boring. I'm not monotone. Hey, I'm getting back to you about your request for the new final expense information. Now, John, and I get their attention. I'm the local field underwriter, and I'll be out in your area on Friday. Now buddy, tell me this. Should I drop this information off in the morning or in the afternoon? And I think most agents, they just get caught up in, hey, I gotta get all that out really quick. Or they struggle with control of the call. Or they struggle with overcoming objections. Or, maybe they don't cover the 5 calling tips. If you haven't seen I've got a big brochure on how to work leads. It's like, what is it, guys? Like 3 or 4 pages. Go to our website, secureagentleads.com. Under our How to Close Our Leads page, under Leads, you can actually download a PDF for free. You'll want to check that out because it's all my tips about like calling leads and appointments and setting and listening. And that's kind of like to give you a live example of why I have a lot of success on the phone. It's because of all the things I just said.
Got a live question. Jack on YouTube wants to know.
Jack, what's up, buddy?
How many days are you in the field? How many sits do you average a week?
Okay, so if I'm an agent, because I'm not in the field at all anymore. But if I'm an agent that is, I would be in the field at least 3 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week, maybe 5 or 6, right? But I'm saying at least because I want to have 15 set, 10 sit. That's my goal. So if you can do 5 a day over 3 days, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever, that's great. But for an agent that wants to have a structure and have a system that works, what the secret sauce is hey, I've got at least 3 to 4 dialing sessions a week. I've got at least 3 to 4 field days a week, and I'm setting at least 15 appointments a week. So whatever that looks like numbers-wise for you, set it up, set 15, sit with 10, and sell 5. But most agents never set 15 because they don't have designated calling times. They don't put the time in to actually go and set 15. So I would say I would definitely do that. So
all good.
Cool, is that it?
That's it.
I got a meeting to get to. Man, that was quick, 13 minutes today. Lucky number 13, right? That's on no elevators ever.
No.
Right?
Not one.
I don't know one. If it is, I'm like, dude, I'm getting off of this one, right? You're good. You can walk around that, buddy. You
not have a microwave anymore?
You can walk around it. Or you're good, either way. Well, we do. It's in the old studio. See, we're talking about studios, and I was showing you the new one and talking about the old one. We literally had to move our entire break room. We'll have an even bigger break room here that'll be literally 2 offices together. Awesome. Any other questions? You guys have been great. Thank you for watching. Any other questions while we are commentating this? Tickets. I promise we'll sell out. Guaranteed. You won't find a better deal on tickets to 8% Nation the end of July. If lead generation, appointments, selling, telesales, field sales, recruiting, branding, marketing, if blowing up your business and making tons of money is important, then you'll want to take advantage of this right now. This week only. 2 tickets, $117. I'm losing money on the seat because of all the things that we're doing, but I want to reward people that take advantage by the end of January. This week only, take advantage of that. Any other questions? YouTube, you guys are awesome. Make sure, do me a favor, if you're watching on YouTube, if you love what we do, tell someone. I want to get our subscribers to 10,000 by the conference, and I need your help to do it. I'm not going to lie, I need your help big time. Facebook, same thing. We got to get our Facebook likes and followers up. So tell someone, tag someone. Someone needs help. I need to help more people. Thanks for watching. Anything else?
We got a few.
Got a few? Yeah. Do it, man. Let's do it. I got 5-10 minutes. Dude, I got all day for these guys. I love doing this.
Mike Knotts on Facebook.
Mike.
What areas would you look for when searching for an IMO?
Ooh. Okay. If you're brand new, training, assistance, help, someone to call, leads, stuff like that is really important, okay? So look for those things. If you're a veteran, then, you know what I mean? Maybe you're just looking for someone that veterans would go with because some of the other things aren't as important. Your experience, you know what you're doing, you have lead options, whatever. Then I would do that. So, good question. I try to answer those gracefully, as you can tell.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to believe it, but Bob the Builder's on here.
Bob the Builder used to comment on all my Sunday night lives. Bob and I go way back, man.
He says, hey, Cody, I'm an insurance agent, and I need some tips on staying motivated every day.
Two things. Write your goals down every morning. Have some freaking goals for starters, right? Write them down every morning and then listen to something that motivates you. If I motivate you, listen to me every morning. If Grant Cardone motivates you, listen to him every morning. I used to listen to Brian Tracy all the time. Find someone that motivates you and listen to them every morning to kick off your day. Because when I start listening to videos early in the morning, it gets me all sorts of freaking jacked up. And then I think about my goals, I write them down, and I don't have problems with motivation the rest of the day. Like I'm freaking, these guys can tell you. I mean, dude, no one's more passionate about what they do.
And Jack.
Thanks, Bob the Builder.
Jack wants to know, how do you normally roll appointments? I don't make calls because I roll all my appointments in the home. Usually I can roll 30 throughout the week.
Door knocking? Is that what we're talking about? So you're not making calls, so you're door knocking?
I guess that's
I think so. Okay, so if that's the case, dude, do what makes you successful. If door knocking, 100 doors and getting in 30 is the answer, then do it. If making 100 lead calls and setting 15 appointments is the answer, then do it. So, I mean, yeah, I like, between calling and door knocking, I love them both. I think you need to do them both. And if you're awful on the phone, get good on the phone, but door knock first. If you're awful at door knocking and you hate it, whatever, then call. If you're horrible at both, then do both and you finally get good at one or both. So,
we got a question. How do you approach event coordinators to do a seminar? What do you say? Event
coordinators do a seminar. Okay, so if I was going up to a senior center, and let's just say this, and this is just random off the cuff. I've never even done this. I don't think, maybe I have. I don't know. But say the head of events name is Heather. Hey Heather, I'm Cody. How are you? Hey, I wanted to stop by real quick. I'm assuming you guys. I don't want to. What happens in sales pitches? Normally people spew a bunch of stuff on people or they talk a lot. I want to get some questions. I want to get some feedback. I want to get them talking. I want to get them moving in my direction. Heather, I'm assuming you guys do a lot of really cool events, right? Yeah, do you have people come in and actually bring food and ever give presentations? Yeah, okay. Well, what would I need to do to be able to come and pay for a meal for the entire senior center? And then, you know what? Maybe I would love to give a little educational seminar to your people on a topic such as Medicare or final expenses. I'm assuming that would be okay, am I right? Yeah. Well, what I need to do for you to feel comfortable with us doing that? What type of food do you guys like, right? So that was like a live dialogue of the types of questions that I would ask, but I don't make my questions super long and puke on people. I like for them to be able to feel a part of the process. So it's a lot of little questions to get them kind of like engaged. And you could tell I was in control of the whole thing. Whatever it is, if you want to get out of it, whatever you want to get out of it, you will. You just got to ask the right questions, and you've got to not puke on people. I think that's the one thing that people do that they shouldn't do. It's gross.
That's it.
Right? You guys think it's gross when you puke on people?
I mean, I don't think it's gross.
Bailey doesn't think it's gross.
They might think it's gross.
They should. They should. You guys know what I mean, right? When I say puke on people?
Yeah.
I know you do. Word vomit. There you go. Lauren's over here hiding. Word vomit. I love that. Yeah. Anything else?
One more question. This is a little off topic, but have you... Oh, okay, never mind. Nope.
All right. You guys are awesome. Live Q&A every single Wednesday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. Thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor. If you want to go to 8% Nation, grab your ticket, grab your seat. You guys are amazing. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'll see you Friday for 8% Club. If you didn't watch Ray Lewis's keynote that we aired last Friday, freaking Ray Lewis, NFL Hall of Famer, dropping bombs for an hour, you'll want to go check that out from last Friday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Duker, Bailey, studio audience, Lauren, Dylan, everybody. You guys are great. We'll see you Friday for 8% Club. Appreciate it.